Graham Rawlins with our Wednesday edition of News Geelong. A number of Victorian local government councils have made considerable commitments to the people of East Timor through the Vakeki Friendship Schools program. The City of Greater Geelong formalised its links with the District of Vakeki with a Memorandum of Understanding in 2005, which acts as a conduit for Geelong residents and groups who wish to initiate activities to support the Vakeki community. The hub of Geelong's integrated cancer service, the Andrew Love Centre, will receive a $26 million injection of federal government funding that will include a new linear accelerator to deliver radiation therapy, a 32-bed oncology ward, a 20-bed palliative care ward and 20 new accommodation units. And later in the program, the Flying Hawk, Nathan Curry, brings us the action-packed world of Geelong sport, and sparkling Lani Salathiel will update us with the next week of autumn weather in and around Geelong. This is the National Week of Volunteers, and the 2011 Victorian Disability Sector Volunteer Award was made to Geelong's Brendan Beveridge due to his long-term commitment and excellent work as a volunteer with Encompass Community Services. Meryl Friend reports.
Thanks, Graham. And we're joined with Brendan Beveridge, the 2011 Victorian Disability Sector Volunteer Award. That's a bit of a mouthful, Brendan.
It sure is.
Now tell us all about Encompass.
Encompass Community Services. They're a not-for-profit organisation based here in Newtown, 400 Packington Street. They essentially work with people with disabilities or people from disadvantaged backgrounds, typically older teenagers, younger adults, essentially teaching them independent living skills. But they've got a number of arms. They're a registered training organisation, so they run various certificate courses, an employment agency for that particular group of people, and run, as I said, programs to teach people how to live independently, how to gain skills to go and gain some employment.
That's wonderful. You said you've been working there around 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years as a volunteer since I retired. And
you've been acknowledged for all that wonderful work, which is really wonderful.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah, it's pretty special.
Now, you're also involved with the Geelong umpires, and there's an Encompass Cup as well. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Well, the two came together. I am involved with the umpires. I'm an umpire there. I happen to be the chairman. We have a number of our members that have a variety of disabilities, and in the normal course of their activities, they're umpiring every week. They umpire senior games because they're able to. We saw the opportunity to bring them together as a panel to highlight their abilities and the fact that they are and can contribute to mainstream sport. And Encompass were good enough to host that. The Geelong District Football League have actively supported it with their clubs. It's been a fantastic exercise.
Oh, wonderful. Well, continue all the great work and congratulations on your award. And for people who are interested in getting involved with Encompass, you can go to www.encompass-cs.org.au. Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. Geelong Vakeki Friendship Schools was established back in 2008 and is backed by a strong steering committee that arranges visits to schools and other means to help raise the awareness of Geelong people to the need for a sustained commitment to improve education of the young people of Timor-Leste. A formidable task, but one through small practical steps that can make a difference, as Meryl Friend reports.
We're here at St Joseph's College where they're having a Geelong Vakeki Friendship School Forum. That's over 12 schools from the Geelong region finding out about life in East Timor and ways that they can help these poverty-stricken areas. They've been finding out about their local singing and cooking and basket weaving, and the kids are finding out a lot about this region in Timor.
Well, the day is focusing on young people, and the day will increase their awareness of the lives of people in this poor part of the world, this country that's very close to us and for many people is very dear to them. So fortunately we have a few Timorese people who are here today, so the students will actually see and hear from them, and we're arranging a variety of simple things such as games and dance and singing, weaving, so that these are the simple practices that the young people and adults in Timor are engaged in. So the district that we support is the district of Vekeki. It's very remote. It's 180 kilometres from Dili, the capital, but it takes 7 hours to get there. So it's a fairly heavy journey to and from, but nevertheless, once you get there, it's very rewarding.
And so the idea hopefully is that these students may end up travelling over and with very small contributions be able to make a big impact.
Well, I just think that schools are about developing values in young people, and I would hope that as a consequence these young people will have a better appreciation of the materially poor in the world. I think we need to stress that these Timorese people have a beautiful culture and they have a beautiful relationship with people and so on, but materially they're very poor. And what I'd hope that schools today will helping young people to understand what materially poor means.
Yes, I've got the great pleasure of being on the City of Greater Geelong, the chairman of the Geelong Friends of Vekeki, which is a committee that the City of Greater Geelong started up to basically set up a sister city relationship, if you like, with Vekeki over in East Timor. As part of that chairmanship, I got to go over there in September last year. It's a beautiful country and there are beautiful people, but it's a very young country in terms of the people who live there. Most of the population is under 30 years of age, something like 60% of the population is under 18, so it's got major challenges, and you know, it's got a very sordid history. Of course, they've had to fight for many decades for independence, and that's taken its toll, certainly on the population, but on the infrastructure as well. So it's something you have to see firsthand to really appreciate. I was fortunate enough to have been able to go over there as a representative of the city and see firsthand exactly what challenges they've got, but also what a beautiful country it is.
And so the St Joseph's Day here today is for local schools to find out more about how they can help in the poverty-stricken areas.
That's right, yeah. We're hoping that young students will take an interest in East Timor, and as they move up through school, either get the opportunity to go to East Timor and experience firsthand, or, you know, carry on an interest outside of school and into their further life. And, you know, as I was saying to them just earlier, things that seem like small gestures from us are actually quite big gestures to them, so we can do quite a lot with very little resources.
From St Joseph's College, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. This is News Geelong on this chilly autumn Wednesday as we go to a break and return with more news after this.